Okay, I'm explaining on the review number 47. So I've got 2 sine of 2x minus root of 2 equals 0. Now, this 2x worries me a little bit. I'll deal with that in a second. I know my algebra rules still follow for trig. So to get the sine of 2x by itself, I'm going to have to add the square root of 2 and divide by 2. And that is a positive. So that's looking very familiar to me right here. That's from the unit circle. So what I'm going to do to deal with this 2x thing is I'm going to make a let statement and let theta equal 2x. So now my sentence changes to sine of theta equals the square root of 2 over 2, which is hugely familiar to me. I know that that's on my unit circle. Sine is positive in these two quadrants, and so that happens at pi fourth and 3 pi fourths. So luckily the domain on this question was 0 to 2 pi, and so really I found my two spots. The thing is, they did not ask for theta, they asked for 2x. So I'm just going to come back here and say pi fourth equals theta, and then I'm just going to solve because theta is the same as 2x. So I'll just divide by 2 and say x is the same as pi eighths. And I can do the same thing with the other one and say theta equals 3 pi fourth, which really equals 2x. And so when I divide by 2, I get theta equals 3 pi eighths. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about is if, and that is a if this question did not have restrictions on my domain. If it didn't have restrictions on my domain, I would have had to got all answers. So I would have had to do this plus 2 pi n thing, right? And when I do that 2 pi n, don't forget that when you divide by this 2 to get down to your real answer, you have to divide this by 2 as well for all n that's in integers. And so I would have had to divide this by 2 as well for all n that's an integer. So just in case you see that on the quiz.